If you want to grow, you must fix these things. A lot of times when I have coaching sessions with my clients, they're looking for personal development and we're looking for growth. And the most highest percentage of my clients that succeed are the ones with the discipline enough to take the tools from a coaching session used and perform it in their own lives. Hi everyone, I'm Apollonia Ponti. I'm your dating and relationship coach, and I'm the founder of ApolloniaPonti.com. And I'm a dating and relationship coach for you men to master attraction skills, better your love life, and understand women and how to implement healthy dating and relationship lives. Now, what is so important about this video, what I wanted to do is so many of my viewers and so many of my clients have been asking me to do more content on personal development because this is where significant growth happens. And I wanted to do this video because I was inspired by one of my clients to do this video because he wanted to grow. And a couple sessions in, he wasn't listening. And finally, one session, I just finally got to break through to him. And he told me the element that made him grow. And I kind of wanted to dedicate this video to him because of the fact that this is something he did in his life. And now he is so fulfilled. He has the job that he wants. He has a relationship that he wants. I mean, he just purchased his second home. He's now looking for investment properties. I mean, his money, even relationship has gotten so much better. So that's why I want to really take a moment and say, your energy creates your environment, guys. So I want to help you with giving you some key tools on how to change this around and start fixing whatever you need to grow in, whether it be life, love, your job, your career, or all of it. Now, the first thing I want to mention is you stop looking for quick fixes, right? When you're looking to grow, you have to understand that it is not quick, right? So I say this to a lot of clients when we do therapy with them, like some like NLP, or we do the any type of other therapy that we do. So anyways, I tell them this. Let's just say I have a 30-year-old client on the phone with me. You had 30 years of something that you've developed in your mind and your subconscious, trauma, events, life that has happened to you. What makes you think it's going to take 2 weeks to fix 30 years? Not fix, I shouldn't say, but to heal 30 years. What makes you think that it's going to take 1 month to understand the 30 years, right? So where we go wrong is we look for quick fixes and growth, and then we just like give up because it was unsuccessful. And this is the day and age that we're living in because instant gratification is at our fingertips. Literally, we don't have to leave our home and we can get everything we want. And that's the bad part about it, is when it comes to personal growth, our own independence, that does not happen, guys. We have to invest and understand that growth takes time and stop looking for quick fixes. You're looking for a coach to save you. Coaches are here to give you tools and to help you walk on the pace of life, basically, and give you these tools for you to implement. We can't implement them for you. So quick fixes come when you're ready for discipline and you stop blaming everybody else for your problems. So next tip is, I want you to avoid discomfort, okay? And that goes with tip number 1, because if you stop seeking quick fixes, you will have to stop seeking on how to avoid discomfort. You have to get good with uncomfortable situations, right? I'm going to tell you right now, I can just tell you in my professional life, the most nerve-wracking stuff that I had to do that was in the pit of my stomach and I felt like I had to throw up, and I was like, oh my gosh, why did I make this decision? Or, oh my gosh, I have to do this hard, challenging thing. Oh my gosh, I have to have this conversation with this certain person. There's challenges in growth, and it's unfreaking comfortable, guys. Like, I've gotten to the point where there's times where I'm shaking. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I'm throwing up, almost to the point of throwing up. And I'm just like, I can't wait to get this over with. I get to a point where I'm just like, I can't wait to get this over with because I don't want to feel like this anymore. When we get to that point is when we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that's what I mean, is you own it. So this is the way that you grow as an individual and you grow as a person. And I can think of a handful of things that have made me feel like this. And each one of them I have grown significantly from. The most uncomfortable situations, I was literally, like, if we think of it, I was here. And when I faced it, I became here because I learned so much in between, guys. And this is what life is about. So another tip in regards to if you're looking to grow as a person is you need to stop trusting other people and you need to trust yourself. We have all of the answers within us, right? And it could be to any belief. It doesn't matter if you don't even believe in a God, you believe in energy, or you believe in God, or you're Jewish, or you're Muslim, or you're whatever you are in all cultures. There is something in us that speaks to us, and you have the answers in there. You can call it intuition, whatever you want. But for me, I believe, right? So I believe in a higher power, and that for me is God. So with that said, I trust in myself with that. And that is my core being for everything else. And I stop trusting other people's beliefs about me. Do I ask for criticism? Possibly. Do I ask for how can I get better? If I want to get better? Yes. But I trust myself that I will. That's the difference. I'm not asking for criticism and then saying, I trust 100% what they're saying. I take accountability and I fix the things that I need to because I trust myself. Next thing is you need to stop making excuses. Gosh, do I make a lot of excuses? I mean, let me tell you, I've been training for a run that I have to do or a cycling course that I have to do. And I need to make videos and I have a lot of things going on in the business. And I've been making up so many excuses myself. And this is where I take a moment and I say, this is the first thing I need to do in the morning. If it's an excuse, I want to get it over with in the morning because this is a pattern that I do. And so I trust myself enough to get uncomfortable with myself enough and also stop looking for quick fixes. And I do what is the best thing for me. And that is to get it over with in the morning. So instead of making excuses, I start to make an opportunity, right, out of the excuses. So that's what I do. I got to wake up 30 minutes earlier. I got to wake up an hour earlier, whatever the case may be. And I do it. The next thing I want to talk about in regards to wanting to grow and how to change and how to really fix this is language is such a huge thing. Okay. Words are power. I don't know if you've ever heard that saying, but it's one of my favorite quotes. And I always say it to people whenever they say, you can't do this. You can't, like even my family members, like if it's Thanksgiving and someone is saying something like, oh, you can't do this. I'm like, don't say that. Words are power, words are power, words are power. I say it 3 times, call me superstitious, but it's the truth. Because we can't complain without giving or considering a solution, right? If we're complaining, it's because of a lack or we're insecure. If I complain because I need a vent possibly, but I also have to give a solution. So the same thing goes for yourself, because if we complain, that's our ego trying to put us back into our victim mentality. But if we give solutions, we rise above. Lastly, similar to this is stop being a victim of your life and become a player. I just got off a coaching call with a guy, and the one thing that he says to me is, Apollonia, I believe I'm cursed because I'm just attracting the wrong women. And I said, exactly right there. It's your language. You are a victim because you've been cursed. But ideally, I asked him another question. And I asked him a question because he wasn't setting standards for women. He was his own victim. And so he attracted victimized women. And I asked him, what is a standard for you? He's never even thought of it. So he said independence. Okay, I asked him, what does independence mean to you? He told me what independence means to you. Someone that has a career, that is confident in their job, in their career, in their life. And I go, so what woman that you've dated before had this? Absolutely none, he told me. So I asked him, then who is to blame here? Me. That was the first time that he took accountability. And this is because he had a victim mindset. And that's why he kept on attracting the wrong women. A lot of people think, oh, you're a victim if it's trauma. No, it's even your thoughts, right? So this is the thing is you've got to stop becoming a victim and become a player. Do you think basketball players or baseball players say, I'm a victim because I've never scored a shot and now? No, they become a player because they got to see why they're not scoring enough. What is it that they're doing? Tweak it, turn it around so they can start scoring and become a player in their life and become a player in the game, really, right? This is the same thing in your life in general. So pay attention to the language and take accountability for the things that you haven't even been able to take accountability for because you've been in this victim trap of making sure that your mind only sees the victim mentality and the victim language that you're giving yourself, that you're blocked to see how you become a player. I want you to really take this video and watch it again because these are some valuable tactics that you can use now after watching this video in your life. And I encourage you to do so because I know that you can do this. If you want some more information on how to get better just within life or just within women, I encourage you to download something. It's called my 20 Deep Questions to Ask a Woman to Get to Know Her True Self. These are questions that you can ask on dates when you start to get comfortable with the woman that you're dating, but also questions that you can ask yourself that will help you with this. As always, I'll see you again in the next video. I welcome your comments below. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.